Today's video is about video content marketing, 6 steps to making videos that get watched. Subscribe and hit the notifications button, and we'll get to it in just a second. Hey there, this is Andrea Goodsaid from Doing Business as Yourself, and as I said earlier, this video is called Video Content Marketing, 6 Steps to, I have to read my notes, 6 steps to making videos that get watched. Who doesn't want that, right? I mean, if you're going to make videos, they might as well get watched, don't you think? So what I'm actually doing is I'm following a 6-step framework that I learned from Cannell, and I'll leave a link to his video, to his channel down below, and he's awesome. The way that he is clear about how he delivers information is just, for me, it makes all the difference when people just get straight to the point and deliver information in a way that you can easily implement, like bite-sized chunks that you can easily implement. Anyway, these are his 6 steps. His 6 steps, he calls it his ultimate viral video framework. So in this video, so this is where I do the intro. The intro is supposed to be where you introduce yourself. So, my name is Andrea Goodsaid, like I said. This channel is about living an extraordinary life, doing business as yourself. The next part is the content. So I'm going to go over the 6 steps, the 6 steps, yeah, to making videos that get watched. And then I'm going to ask for engagement. And then we will have the call to action. Okay, so this is the content section. The content section is all about having bullet points. The easiest way to do this is to have bullet points to cover so that you don't ramble on like I can tend to do. So the very first step is to create a hook. So a hook, this is my little, I love to put my notes onto index cards because it helps me to chunk out what it is that I need to be doing. So the way that I approached this hook was I knew what the content was going to be for this video, which is the 6 steps that Sean shared with me, and now I'm getting to share with you. And from that idea, what I did is I went into my keyword tools and I searched for things related to the topic that would then be searchable and rankable with the topic. So you would think that video content, video marketing, all those kinds of phrases are not would be hard to rank for, but I think that they're not going to be, according to the way the tools are registering how things have been optimized. So it's kind of interesting to think that a lot of the time what you think might be difficult is not necessarily going to be as difficult as you think. Anyway, so I went in and I found video content marketing, which has apparently 1,600 searches a month versus some of the other ones which had like 110. And the numbers for competition were decent, not super low, but not off the charts either. And so video content marketing was the first part of my title, but the second part is where I actually think the hook needs to go. So you always put your keyword at the front end of your title, but then add on the part that's for the humanity of it all. So what do people actually want with their video content marketing? In this case, I'm offering 6 steps to what? To making videos that get watched. That's what people want. They want their videos to get watched. So there's a hook that causes people to then listen to the rest of it. The next, step 2, is to create a bumper, which I haven't done. Mine is coming later. It can be a lifestyle or logo video clip, and I'm gonna say under 10 seconds is ideal because personally I get irritated when they're too long and I have to watch them over and over. Next is number 3. The intro. So you're going to you're going to say, you need to come up with a sentence, and I'm still sort of grappling with this a little bit because I don't know what the is it an adverb? I'm not sure. Anyway, this channel is about blah, 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 blah. when I was listening to Sean, I realized part of what my statement is. And I'm not sure if abundant is the right word or extraordinary. I think extraordinary is more on topic. So so this channel is about, for me, living an extraordinary life, doing business as yourself. So the more succinct you can get with that, and the more tagline-y, like the clearer, and this comes clear over time, because your voice develops, your audience develops, your intentions develop. All of that is evolutionary. So don't worry that it can't change and iterate over time. Just kind of get it as close as you can for now, and use it in your intro. And always introduce yourself with each new video, because what if this is the first time somebody's watching your videos? If you're just talking and they don't have any frame of reference, you're losing. You have to make the assumption that there is some portion of your audience that has never seen you before, every single video. And I sometimes forget that, and that's, part of getting this right eventually. So that's number 3. So in part 4, content. So you're going to do sections of whatever number. 3 points in sections is 3 is just a placeholder. Whatever it is that you are introducing, if you can bullet point it, it makes it much more consumable for your audience. Number 5, and this is a part that I am very lax in. I really forget this part all the time. It's called engagement. So engagement, probably should put in like little cool pictures at these points. Engagement, what Sean suggested was using a question of the day. So my question to you for today is, what are you not doing to get, of these 6 points, what are you not doing to get your videos watched? And this isn't about getting traffic to the video. That's part of, with the headline and the hook, that is true. But the rest of this is about having people actually stick and watch your videos. So what is it that you're not doing currently that you could be doing if you would just implement it, that would get your videos watched more often? What is it that you're not doing? Let's hear it in the comments below, because this is kind of where the rubber meets the road, right? You can watch videos and theorize all day long, but until you actually put some skin in the game and begin to clumsy your way through this stuff, if you need to, which I am willing to do, obviously, you don't get to the other end of the road. You don't get down the road. And then finally, number 6 is an outro or a call to action. So the same way you can have a short bumper at the front, like a short video that brands you and explains, helps people know where they are, like get their context of the channel or your videos or you. You can have an outro, and then basically a call to action is what you need to put on every video. So this is something that I learned from Frank Kern, who learned it or heard it first from John Carlton, marketer and copywriter, respectively. If you don't direct people where to go next, they don't know where to go next. They just wander on, and especially on YouTube, for instance, they get all of those suggested videos and they just wander on. So if you want to keep the attention that you've already garnered, if they've watched to the end of the video, if you want to keep that attention, you have to offer a call to action. We've offered one at the front, actually, by asking them to subscribe and hit the notification button. But if you don't have a place to, you don't have a plan for what to ask people to do. So you've asked for engagement, ideally, but you also might want to think about what is the very next step to building know, like, and trust with you. So it might be a call to action to opt into a list. It's not buy my thing. I have to tell you, it is not buy my thing unless you've delivered a lot of value up front in a contained space. So you know that they've seen value for sure. That's not salesy and not about what's in it for you. It's always about what's in it for them. But most of the time, the call to action is not buy my thing. It's not buy my thing. It's not buy my thing. How can I say that enough times? It's not buy my thing. Because if it's buy my thing, you're not going to sell very much. However, if the next call to action is the very next step to building know, like, and trust with you, which often can be getting on, having them get onto a list or a messenger bot or some kind of, or enter a Facebook group if you're running a Facebook group for this purpose. Telling us, having them, offering them more along the same lines of what they've already just taken in. So this is true for sales too. If you sell something, which basically if they've made it to the end of your video, you have sold something, you've influenced to that point. If you offer them more along the same lines, they're more likely to buy that also. So this works in actual sales where you see upsells, where you see like an Amazon cart other suggested items that are related, because that's the way humans work. The person who has already taken out their attention, taken out their credit card, has already invested in whatever fashion, they will tend, they're a much more likely candidate for more of the same, which is fascinating, right? So anyway, you want to, what I learned from Kern, who learned it from Carlton, is the 3-step thing, and this wasn't intended to be in here, but I'll just stick it in. Here's what I've got, here's what it'll do for you, and here's what to do next. If you leave out that here's what to do next piece, you have blown your opportunity to continue to influence and impact people. So here's what I'd like you to do next. For sure, comment below if you have any kind of feedback. I really, really appreciate comments. And whatever links that I've decided go with this video are in the description, so read the description. That's a great call to action. Read the description that I've written below, with the intention of writing a description, because obviously you're doing the video first. And if what you see below in the description suits you, do whatever it is I've said to do. Okay, that's what to do next. All right, so that's it. The 6 parts are: write a hook, or offer a hook, then a bumper, then, which is your little lifestyle video clip. Oh, here comes Zane, he'll interrupt, I think. Then an intro, then the content. I know he's learned enough. He's standing at the door waiting for me to be done. Then engagement, and then the outro. Hook, bumper, intro, content, engagement, outro. Alrighty? I hope this helps. I might have to do it again because it got a little bit rambly, but that's okay. You must do what you can do and then redo if you get the time to do it or not. It'll serve somebody, okay? Just get out and do. Have a great day.